Hi everybody, I am CA Pritish Button, and in today's video, which is a very important one relating to income tax notices. Many people have this fear and also so many questions around income tax notices. So in case if you receive one, I am going to answer all the questions relating to income tax notices. So stay tuned till the end of this video, and also in case if you have not subscribed, please subscribe this channel. The first and the most simple reason why people receive income tax notice is for the simple reason that you do not file your income tax returns in time. And also, in case if you file your income tax returns in time but do not disclose the entire income that you have earned in the previous financial year, then definitely you will be under the IT lens. Because in today's India, all the income that you have earned, any transaction that you make is captured in the income tax department's portal. So better be careful, file your income tax returns in time, disclosing all the income that you have earned in the previous financial year, and file your returns promptly. So it is very important to be double sure to not to miss anything that you have earned in the previous financial year so as to avoid the income tax notice. So where will you get this data is the question that you might have. The answer is very simple. You need to log into the income tax portal. It is very simple one, and there are two forms. One is form 26AS and the other one is form AIS, which is a very new form. In these two forms, all the transactions that you have made, whether it is purchase or selling of a property, whether you have invested in shares or whether you have invested in mutual funds, any interest that you have or any TDS that is made, then in that case, everything is populated in these two forms, and you can refer these forms, and definitely you need to include whatever income is shown in this form so that you can avoid any notice from the income tax department for not disclosing the income that you have earned. In my professional experience as a chartered accountant for the past 8 years, I have seen people receiving numerous notices for one more reason, that is, you do not disclose in case if you have sold the property. Because when you register the property with the sub-registrar, there is a provision which has to be met with. That is 1% TDS has to be done. In that case, everything is captured by the income tax department and corresponding capital gains has to be declared in your income tax returns. So in case if you miss this, then you will be in a serious problem. So in case if you have sold any property, then definitely make sure that you have filed your income tax returns with the inclusion of capital gains. Then only you can be very sure that you will be avoiding such notice from the income tax department. Because what I have been seeing is people receiving notices from the year 2015 as well for selling of the property and not disclosing in your income tax returns. In addition to the selling of the property, in case if you have bought a property, but your income tax return for the past few years does not show the income, you have not disclosed the appropriate or the sufficient income so as to buy the property. So that is where it is very important that your income tax return should be in line with the investments that you make. The next important reason why you can receive an income tax notice is for the simple reason that in case if you have bought or sold any equity shares in the stock market, then definitely you will be receiving an income tax notice provided you do not declare it in your income tax return. So be very sure that in case if you trade in equities, then include the capital gains that you have made in your income tax returns for the previous financial year. In addition to the buying and selling of equity shares, in case if you have traded or in case if you have bought or sold the mutual funds in addition to rupees 2 lakhs, then also ensure that you include the capital gains that you have made in your income tax returns. Post demonetization in the year 2016, people have been receiving notice for one more reason, that if you make cash deposits above rupees 2 lakh and your corresponding income tax return does not disclose the source of income for that rupees 2 lakhs, then again you might definitely receive an income tax notice for the cash deposits that you have made. So before you make any cash deposits, be very careful to declare the source of income for that deposit that you have made. Otherwise, definitely you will be liable for a heavy penalty on the cash deposits that you have made. The next most important and common reason why people receive income tax notice is that in case if there is any TDS on the income that you have earned and there is no corresponding income tax return, or you have filed the return but not included the income on which TDS is deducted, then definitely you will be receiving an income tax notice. Say for example, you have earned bank interest on fixed deposits and TDS has been made by the banker on the interest income that you earn. So in case if you have not included the interest income that you have earned on the fixed deposits in your income tax return, then definitely you will be getting an income tax notice. So in other case, in case if you have not filed your income tax returns itself because you do not have any other income other than the bank interest, so in that case, you will definitely receive an income tax notice because you have not filed the income tax return. And more importantly, if you do not file your income tax return, in case if you are eligible to get the income tax refund on which the TDS has been made, then you will be missing out on that. So be very sure to file your income tax return by including the income on which TDS has been made. The next reason which many people do not know is in case if you buy a car above rupees 10 lakhs, then there is a provision in the income tax that 1% TCS, that is tax, should be collected at source by the dealer from whom you are purchasing the property. So in that case, you have to be very sure that your income that you have declared in your income tax return corresponds to the asset that you are buying. In this case, it is car. So it is very sure that both should be in alignment. So in case if you buy a high value car but you do not declare your income which is sufficient to buy that car, then again you will be in a problem. There are many other reasons for which you can receive income tax notice, but I have covered only the most important reasons where you can receive an income tax notice. And in this case, if you receive an income tax notice, it is very important you know what is the process of filing your reply to the income tax notice. So now how do you reply to these income tax notices? Earlier, you personally or through your official representative, you had to go to the income tax officer, meet him personally and then file your reply with the income tax department. But now the time has changed. There is something called e-proceedings where you file your income tax reply, notice reply online itself to the National E-Assessment Center. You log into your income tax portal and the notice will be displayed there under the e-proceedings tab, and then you will have to file your reply online. So now you absolutely do not know who is the officer and then to whom you are replying. So it is everything online these days. So it is very important that you file your income tax notice reply within the due date, and then you have to do it in a professional manner. So friends, in this video, I have covered only the most important reasons where you can get income tax notices. So the first and the most two important things are that file your income tax returns and then disclose all the income that you have earned in the previous financial year. And in that case, even if you get the income tax notice, there is no reason to be afraid at all, because the source of the asset that you have gained, then definitely there is a corresponding income tax return as well, based on which you can substantiate your claim, and there is no reason to be afraid of at all of the income tax department or the income tax notice. So it is always better to be at peace when it comes to the income tax notice. So friends, you might receive income tax notices for various other reasons. Definitely there are so many other sections under the Income Tax Act itself. So in case if you have any doubts, definitely you can feel free to post your comments below, and I will try to answer every comments that you have made on my YouTube channel. So friends, thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more interesting videos on taxation, investments, personal finance and many other interesting topics. Thanks for watching and happy investing.